Hi, this is Highbridge Motorhomes Devon branch, and on this freezing late December 2022 day we are doing a video on this red hot, freshly arrived, it's our 2023 display model Wildax Europa. So Wildax, part of the Rapido group, family run by Duncan and his wife, but now part of the wider French Rapido group. High quality, fully winterized British van conversions. Very well built, good range of options, good range of layouts, but with an interesting mix of sort of some British layouts, but with some European character traits of good build quality and genuine year-round capabilities. So the Europa is one of their long-serving models. It's based on the 6.34 metre Fiat Ducato. They're all Fiat Ducatos now. They used to be Renaults, then they used to do Citroën for manuals, Fiats for autos, but now they're all based, due to availability and Citroën pulling out of the market, on the X8 Fiat Ducato, which is a new version of the Ducato for 2022 onwards. And that gives you, amongst other changes, electronic power steering, which is amazing, new dash and infotainment system and layout, which is also amazing, and the new Fiat grille, which a lot of manufacturers don't use. They put their own badge on. I think that looks quite smart myself. So 6.34 metres, that's actually the same wheelbase as the 6 metre chassis. The difference being, as you can see here, this is 6 metres, this is 6.34, so it's the same wheelbase, it'll fit in the same area, but you've got that much extra to overhang. And for me, if you're parking a 6 metre van in a single parking space, you've got to overhang that bit, so you've got to have some grass behind you. Same with this. So for me, as long as you can fit it on your drive, there's no difference in practicality from 6 to 6.34, but it makes all the difference on what you can do inside. This particular one is in R10 grey. This is a display model, so it will be here for you to come and look at down at Highbridge Devon. And then if you want one, we've got a range of chassis on order, chassis which are coming through either in R10 grey like that, or Expedition grey, which I haven't got one in eyesight, but that's a flat grey. Other colours are available, but currently with the ongoing chassis shortage due to chip and part unavailability, these are the only ones you're going to be seeing anytime soon in manual or auto. This particular one is a manual. Pretty much everybody goes for auto, but some people still want manual. So having a look around outside, we've got massive level of standard spec with Wildax, which is great. That's something you don't see from European brands. So you've got metallic paint as standard, say this one in R10 Scroll, which is like a one shade darker than silver. Smart Fiat 16-inch alloy wheels with Vanco camper tyres. We've got the stubby short arm heated electric wing mirrors, flush fit double glazed windows all the way around, lightly tinted unless you want clear ones, in which case we can specify clear ones as a non-official option. This one's got the optional full-length 2-late Omni-Store awning, which is a £950 option. You've got the standard LED awning light, which is really smart, electric step standard. This one's got £200 optional barbecue point. I order the demos to the spec which we find most people want, which makes them easier to sell when we let them go. So barbecue point there. Price point on these, this particular one is a manual. I priced up to about 66 and a half, 66.9, something like that to this spec. Autos are about £3,000 more if you want the automatic. Coming around to the back of it, we've got standard 4 sensor reversing sensors and a high level reversing camera, factory fitted by Fiat, which feeds into the new 7-inch, or the bigger infotainment system anyway. I think it's a 7.5 inch one. Opening up the back doors, this one's just been delivered from Wildax. It's still got Yorkshire air inside of it, so it is filthy on the outside. But opening up the back doors, you can see you've got a very large rear lounge, which we'll look at inside. It's a storage shelf up high and 2 storage lockers in the back. This one goes right the way down, all the way underneath your sofa, so you can load long things into there, which is very handy. Double glazed windows with concertina blinds and fly screens as standard, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of those wrapped all the way around, which is lovely, and an opening skylight. Coming around to the offside, we've got mains hookup. So you've got mains hookup and a 100Ah leisure battery as standard. We order all of ours with the factory fitted 120 watt £500 option solar panel. So these are starting price $73.95, then you add your bits on. So solar panel on the roof 500, that's 120 watts, charges the engine and the leisure battery. Heating on this one is the Truma Combi gas and electric heating and hot water. Runs off mains electric if you're hooked up, gas from the underslung gas tank if you're not hooked up. There is a factory upgrade lithium ion battery pack if you want. You can have a full volt pack where the van goes gas free, which includes amongst other things double lithium batteries, double solar panels. It's a £5 option, all sorts of other tricked up stuff, diesel, electric heating and hot water, or you can have bits of that as individual options. So if you're doing a lot of camping off hookup in the winter when you're running your heater in Scotland, or areas where LPG from filling stations is less attainable, you can upgrade this to a diesel electric Truma heating system for £895. I would say that's well worth considering for anybody. Fridge vent for your 3-way fridge freezer, unless you go for the gas-free volt pack. This will run off the gas from your large underslung gas tank when you're not hooked up, the mains when you are hooked up, and 12 volt off the engine alternator while you're driving. Underslung fresh and waste water tanks to save space, however they are heated and insulated as standard, which means these things are genuinely skiing capable. Freshwater fill-up point, bathroom window, and your step cassette toilet locker. So this one's got the 25 litre underslung LPG gas tank, so it takes up less space than a gas locker. Much cheaper to fill. You're only paying, what is it, 80-90p a litre, 80p-90p a kilo of gas. You can fill up anywhere that does LPG at a petrol station. Where I am in South Devon, there's 5 within 10 miles of us. Other areas of the country there's not so many, but you're only filling up once or twice a year, maybe, depending on how you're using the van. And bonus is you can fill up all across Europe, which you can't do with Calagas. So looking at the cab spec, which I've not unlocked, just unlock it, use my new swanky Fiat key. So cab spec wise, we've got Revis concertina blinds on the front and side cab windows, on the windscreen side windows. We've got the new X8 Fujikato steering wheel, looks like it's come out from Mercedes Sprinter with your cruise control buttons on it and your stereo controls. We've got the semi-digital dash, EcoPack auto stop start, a gauge for your gas tank. Everything's sort of changed on the dash, really. So you've got new door cards with drinks holders, new switch gear, or mainly new switch gear. It's all just an updated thing. New vents. It's a really nice place to sit. Not that the old one wasn't, but new one's even better. So that's the new 7-inch infotainment system. Doesn't have integrated sat-nav, but it's got Apple CarPlay and Android Autoplay, which is arguably better. That uses the mapping from your phone and allows you to control it from the touch screen, so you're constantly live, you don't need to update it, and it will vector you around any traffic trouble spots. Climate control is now standard instead of the old manual air conditioning system. We've got Traction Plus, central lock-in, heated wing mirrors, passenger airbag, all the stuff you'd expect it to have, as well as the central drinks holders. This one, I always order our Europa demo with this upholstery. Now you can have the standard upholstery you'll see in all of my other Wildax videos and on the Wildax website. If you don't like that, you can pick what you want, and I get bored of ordering them all the same, so I think it's nice to show people what they can have. So we order our Europa demos, and you can have this in any Wildax with this black real leather with silver Bentley diamond stitching. You don't have to have this, it's a £2 option. The standard cloth is beautiful. If you don't like the standard cloth, any other cloth from Regal Furnishings in Derbyshire is a free of charge option. Half leather or full leather is a chargeable option, but you've got, if you order one, all the way up until nearer the build time to liaise between yourself and Regal Furnishings and have one built your way, which is really nice. Not something you get with many other manufacturers at all. So Wildax, you're still getting some traits of the smaller, more bespoke manufacturer, but with the reliability and the backup and the dealer network of a large multinational. Opening up your big sliding door, you've got a standard fly screen. This has got the optional grey wood, which most people go for. There is a slightly warmer, more yellowy wood hue with a different coloured worktop. Lift up flap here, twin swivel cab seats. So you can use this as a second seating area if you want, and you've even got a little desk here, so if you're working from the van or you just want somewhere different to sit from your rear lounge, if someone's still in bed, you can come and sit here. You've got TV, well, not TV point, you've got mains and 12 volt socket there. Big storage over the cab, loads of these signature timber sliding cupboards from Wildax as well, which are really good. They don't break, they don't rattle. You've got another big one down there as well. Lots of little clever integrated storage pockets. Then we've got a really good kitchen. So we've got a full oven with combined grill, 3 gas burners on top, no need for an electric one because you've got a plentiful supply of very cheap gas from your tank. 2 main sockets up there, nice strip lighters, up lighters, down lighters, a nice deep sink which comes with a washing up bowl and a clip-on draining board, lots of deep drawers which are soft close as well, which are really good, and then a massive fridge freezer. So if you go for the volt pack, the gas free option, this is 12 volt, but otherwise it's a 3-way one, so mains, electric, gas or engine alternator. Got all of that, and then that pulls out for even more fridge space. Got a couple of storage cupboards here with your tables in. There's 2 tables, you can put one up or both up, there as you wish. Dometic Motone specific microwave up there, that's not got a rotating plate, which means there's nothing to rattle, which is great. And then we've got a gorgeous massive end lounge. So these are 6 foot, 6 foot plus. Use them as single beds or simply pull out a couple of panels here, backrest in the middle. You've got one of the biggest beds of any motorhome, let alone van conversion. Again, beautifully finished. People pay this sort of money for an aftermarket built Volkswagen camper or a custom built van conversion. You're not going to get this level of finish, you're not going to get this level of resale and desirability. It is a really nicely finished, nice place to sit for 2 people. Plenty of use. This has got the optional £500 Avtex TV pack with a smart bracket. You've got standard TV aerial, again concertina blinds and fly screens, little spotlights with ambient light mode, as well as your high level strip lights and down lighters and up lighters, and it's just a lovely place to be. There's bits of storage underneath it here, we saw all under there, boiler and stuff's under there, but you've got a bit of storage there. There's a flying wardrobe, as I call them, which makes the best use of space for your hanging space, with another table leg, your TV aerial boosters in there. Always like these pull out cupboards with lots of shelving for your kitchen stuff. Finally, your bathroom. Bathrooms in van conversions, they are what they are really, but it's a functional bathroom. I love the fact it's got a bench toilet instead of the swing bowl, so it's a lower, more stable toilet, and it's got a bigger cassette. I really like that. I don't see it in many other vans anymore. Fixed sink I like instead of flip down ones. I used to prefer flip downs. I think I prefer fixed sinks now. High level storage cupboard, opening window, opening skylight above, and your shower is on a separate one. It's not a pull out one from the tap, it's a separate one, which I personally prefer, with a nice hanging rail across there as well. So this is our 2023 Wildax Europa demonstrator. We've got some backup chassis on order. Availability is sporadic, but it's probably better. In fact, it's definitely better with Wildax than any other manufacturer we sell. Also, we can't guarantee that Fiat are going to build all the vans when they're supposed to, but we do have some availability going into the sort of springtime, early summer next year, hopefully, if Fiat build the chassis on time. Just say, which is better than most other manufacturers. It's still a difficult time out there, but the sooner you put a deposit down, the sooner you get one. So this is us. You can call us 01626832792 if we're out here videoing in the subarctic conditions. You can call the mobile 07432662558, or come and see us at Hybrid Caravans, Team Grace, Devon. We're at Newton Abbot, which is just off the South Devon Expressway, which is the busiest road in South Devon. Dual carriageway, no country lanes, we are literally on it, midway between Plymouth and Exeter. Just after the M5 ends. We're near airports, we're in city railway stations, we're not deep as dark as Devon, and we are one of the most enthusiastic and biggest Wildax dealers out there. So come and see us and see our Wildax Europa. Thank you very much.